Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to Engineering Adda. So in the previous video, we have created our first React application and then I showed you what is the workflow of that. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your first component in the React and we are going to create the component called list of products. And what is the purpose of this component? It will show you all the products which is existing in your database. Okay, so let's get started for that. So let me go to the Visual Studio Code and then let me create our React component which is list of products. Okay. So let me go to the Visual Studio Code where we have created our application. So this is the application that we have created. Let me try to open this application and then see. So let me try to start the application. So this is the command npm start to start our application. And then what we'll do, we'll try to create one component here which will be listing out the product from the database. Okay, so just wait for that. So let it open. So you can see our application is up now. Now let me go to the Visual Studio Code, and here in the inside the source folder we need to create one folder structure called components. There we'll try to keep all the components that we are going to create in this project. So right click on the source and go to the new folder and create the folder called components here. Okay, and let me try to create the component called list of product. Okay, so just right click on the components and then go to the new file, and let me try to create the file here, list of products or list product, something like that. Okay, and I'm creating this as a JSX file. Okay, so why we are creating this as a JSX file, and what is JSX? So JSX stands for the JavaScript XML. So this is the way of writing the code. React promote to write the code in the form of JSX. So when we are writing the code in the form of JSX, then we can write our JavaScript code inside the XML. Okay, so React is promoting to write the code in the form of JSX, and here we have created one component called list products, which is of the JSX type. So let me try to create one component here. Okay, so there is a two way to create the component inside React. One is the class component, another is the functional component. Here I am going to use the class component. Okay, so before going to create the component here, there is a extension that you can install to ease your development. It will help you very much to quickly create your components. Okay, so you can see this option extensions. Go there and search for the React snippet. Okay, and just wait for that. Let me try to show you. So you can see simple React snippet. Okay, so you can install this, or let me try to show you. Yeah, so you can see these two extensions I have installed for me. So you can install this simple React snippet to easily develop your components. Okay, so there is a command or there is a word with which you can directly create your whole components. So it will simplify your development. Okay, so you can install this extension. Okay, so now let me try to go to the source components and list products. Okay, so here let me try to write the code RCC, and then you can see this option is coming, React class component. Okay, so just click on that and it will automatically create all the component for you. Okay, so this is the component name list product, and it is extending the component from the React, and you can see above we are importing the React as well as the component from React. Okay, now I don't want to export directly from here, so let me try to cut it from here, and let me try to export it from here. Okay, so export default list product. Okay, so we are good now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, so first of all, let me try to call this list product component that we have created inside our app.js. So how you can do that? So just copy this and then come to the app.js and then come down and then call it here. Okay, and then it is giving error because we have not imported it inside this app.js class. So let me try to import that. So import, and the name of your component is list products. Okay, from dot component folder, inside that there is a file called list product. Okay, so we are good now. Let me try to save this and then go to the browser and just refresh it. Okay, nothing is coming. Let me try to come here to the list product and then save it. Now come to the browser and you can see we are able to see this text called list product, which is coming from our component. You can see this, right? So we have created this list product component so that we can display all the data from the database, display all the products from the database. Okay, so for that I'm going to create one table which will display all the product from our database. Okay, so here inside the render, we are returning only one component called list product, right? Now let me try to remove this and then let me try to return one, let's say one table from here. Okay, so for that I'm creating one div. Okay, and now let me go to the browser and search for the bootstrap table. Okay, so bootstrap table. So we'll copy the code from here and then create one table in our component. Okay, so you can come to this site and you can go down. If you want to create the table in this format, you can copy the above code. Okay, if you want to create the table in this format, you can copy this below code. Okay, so whatever way you like to create your table, you can just copy the code. Now let me try to create the table in this format. So for that, let me try to copy this whole code and come to the Visual Studio Code. And here inside this div, I'm just pasting out those code. As of now, we are not getting the data from the database, right? So we are just going to return some static data for now. Later on, what we'll do, we'll try to fetch out the data from the database. So for that, we'll make some changes. Right now, what we are going to do, we are simply creating one table and we have some dummy data inside our table. Okay, so let me try to come here. Let me try to provide the field name for the table. So we have four attributes inside our product entity: ID, name, and the price and the quantity. So we need to create the fields for that. So let me try to give the header for the table as a field name like product ID, product name, product price, product quantity. Okay, so product ID, product name, and price. Okay, and the quantity. Okay, so we are good now. Now this is the bootstrap table, right? So for that, what we need to do, we need to import the bootstrap here in this class. So let me try to import that. Import bootstrap dist css bootstrap.css, I think. Yeah, or earlier we have imported this bootstrap inside the app.js. You can see this, right? So you can come here and then copy this, go to the list product and just paste it out here. Okay, if you don't know how I'm automatically getting the code from the suggestion, then you might install one extension called tab 9. So if you install that extension, it will automatically suggest some code for you. So if you don't know how to install that, how it is working, there is a video on my channel, you can go and watch it out. Okay, so just save it for now. So what we did, we have created one table, and the table fields are ID, name, price, and the quantity. Now let me try to come down and then change the this dummy data. Okay, so let's say the ID is 1 and the product is mobile, price is 10,000 and the quantity is 1. Similarly, ID is 2, let's say laptop, and the price is, let's say, 60,000 and quantity is 1. Okay, as of now let it be only two fields. Let it remove, save this. Now come here, go to this, and you can see we have created this table. Okay, and the fields are product ID, name, price, and the quantity. And right now we are getting some dummy data, but later on we'll try to fetch the data from the database. Okay, by calling the APIs. So let me go to the Visual Studio Code, and let me try to, this is the page, or this is the component which is returning the list of products. So for that, let me try to provide some text here. So let's say H1 and list of product page, something like that. And let me try to make this as a center. Okay, so text center, just save this. Now come to the browser, you can see, right? And this is the, let me try to remove this. So you can come here to the app.js, and let me try to remove this from here and just save it. Now go to the browser, you can see our page is fine. In the coming video, I will tell you how you can call your API from the back end in our front end, and then how we can call all those data and then display those data here in the browser. So this is about the video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.